Welcome to the Hyborian Keep. I'm Old Man Hyborian. Here we review tales of Robert E. Howard's greatest character, Conan the Barbarian. Today we will be reviewing Heroic Signatures in Titan Comics' Conan Scourge of the Serpent, issue number 3. This won't be some fluffy review, it'll be an old man's honest opinion. And just as a heads up, there will be spoilers. So if you don't want the spoilers, then go to the summary at the end. And if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. And with that, let's get after it. So here we have issue 3, Conan Scourge of the Serpent. Heroic Signatures in Titan Comics. For some reason, my comic shop gave me cover B. I don't know why that screw up happened. I never get the variant covers. I'm not into the variant covers. So I'll be going back to the shop and getting a cover A. But this cover here, it's done by Max Von Fafner. Not a bad cover. It's just that I'm just not into the variant covers. The inside cover has all of the Conan Omnis out in all the different comics. We also have the credits for Heroic Signatures in Titan Comics. The map of the Hyborian Age. And we're back here with the 3 characters. Kirowan in 1934, Conan in the Hyborian Age, and Kull in the Thurian Age. So we jump to the Hyborian Age with Conan, and he's standing in the middle of all the carnage he's created. And now we jump to Kirowan, who's wrestling with Evelyn because she's possessed. He's trying to talk some sense into her, but she's totally out of it, and she fires the gun off. So here we have part 3, Behind the Mask. Writer Jim Zub, and artwork by Ivan Gil. So we have Kull and Brule in a room in the castle, and Brule's telling Kull to trust him. And Kull, he's all freaky because he doesn't trust anybody, and he thinks everybody's a Serpent Man. And we jump back to Kirowan, and James Gordon, he was shot when Evelyn shot the gun off. Kirowan, he was winged also, so he takes a little bit of blood and he wipes it on his eyes because he was thinking that it was a snake ring that was causing all of this, but he doesn't think it carries that much magic, and he thinks that Evelyn was seeing into some other void. So he doesn't call any help or an ambulance for James Gordon because he wants to find out what's going on first. So he goes into this fog-filled area and he sees his mirror and it's a reflection of him, but he thinks it's a darker Kirowan. And then we jump to Conan and we have the thing that was in the bowl. It shows itself. Looks like some kind of a Medusa thing. It's inhuman. Conan's a little mesmerized with it, and then it tackles him. Starts off a battle. So Conan gives the thing a little bit of a haircut that kind of really gets under its nerves. So Conan, he's getting worked over there pretty good, but then he gets on the thing's back. He's giving it a good battle. Then we're back to Kirowan, and he's fighting this force that came out of the mirror, and it ends up being his arch enemy, Vosef Vorlok. Apparently they have battled over the centuries because of reincarnation. And you see Tothamon, he makes an appearance. I'm not that familiar with this Kirowan story, so at this point I'm getting a little bit confused just because I don't know the character and I don't know the story that well. And then we're back to Kull. Again, I don't know the Kull story very well either. I know him a little bit better, but it's not one of Robert E. Howard's characters that I read a whole lot. So Kull, he's calling all of his counselors into the chamber room. Wants to talk to them about this Serpent Man problem. And then Brule, he gives the old Kamanaka La Jirama, and all of the counselors turn into Serpent Man. And this is the part that I'm kind of losing it a little bit. I didn't mind when it was displayed of like little short snippets of the story, a couple or 3 pages of each story, but I didn't really care for like all 3 characters showing up on 3 different panels on one page, and that happens like for 3 different pages. I found that a little bit distracting, though I do like the coloring. Like excellent job in the coloring with this green look to the whole thing. I think that's pretty sharp. So at the end, this person shows up. I'm not quite sure if this is supposed to be the female Set or who this character is, but she says, "Do not look away." Well, I can't imagine any man looking away if a woman flaunting a couple of cinnamon nipples at you is going to look away. But she's saying that this is a point of no return. Again, good art. I didn't find that Gil's art was quite as sharp on this issue as the other 2 previous issues, though it's still pretty good solid art. And I'm anxious to see how Jim Zub's going to wrap up this story arc. So far so good. We have some Conan merch here, t-shirts, posters. We have the cover gallery. A part 3 of Jeffrey Shank's essay, The Legacy of the Serpent. And the rear cover, we have the illustrated version of Conan and the Tower of the Elephant. I found that was an excellent book. I have done a review on that if you'd like to check that out, but that is well worth the money. Super artwork in that. The rear cover is the new Titan Books, the novel Conan, Spawn of the Serpent God. This was not so good. It was only a mediocre novel, didn't much, care for it. I didn't really find that it was a good, solid Conan story. Some people may like it. It wasn't for me, but I do have a review on that one also if you'd like to check that out. So Conan, Scourge of the Serpent, issue number 3. Well, there you have it. Another decent issue from Heroic Signatures of Titan Comics. I'm enjoying how Zub is spinning these 3 Robert E. Howard tales together to get to a common point. Even though Conan is the only character that I really truly know. The other 2, I'm not that familiar, but I'm still enjoying it. And the artwork is fine artwork by Gil. Though this issue I felt was a little less sharp than the previous 2. However, he's a great artist for Conan. If you are a Robert E. Howard fan, I would strongly recommend this. Buy it, read it, and enjoy it. And with that, I bid you farewell.